like Cool James, face Cuban.
Afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium. Matchup in the AFC South as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kymie Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. We only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons. And he's hoping the new coach, Liam Cohen, can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his 3rd division championship in as many years.
Yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Going for... Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kymie Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bit a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll start on the ground. ETN shoves him away. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
Hey, Lion!
They keep it on the ground. Out again. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big...
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Ralph, turn. They said Silver.
Now Allen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
On red. Here we go.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go. Hey, attention, touch.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Caught on the slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
24. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that's sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Texans.
Play action. Stroud now. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll get this out to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Collins. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 42-yard line.
A handoff here to Logan Beloy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Oh, hey.
Stroud. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And take here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Chubb running to the wide side. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Stroud now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now out come the Jags. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Six 0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Hey, Dinter, touch!
Now a handoff up the middle. Schrader. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, it's a hunt.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Stroud off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud sets up the play action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
18.
Throwing now is Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stroud to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the red. Hey, Ginger, time.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's Lawrence. It's complete to Brown, right side. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. Less can become more, and it was right there.
Run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
All right, let's go.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Hey, run.
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with goal line stand. Liam Cohen has reached for and thrown the red challenge flag. He wants a second look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review of the play, The ruling on the field stays.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Texans first
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Love it. Swap.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go. 18.
Throwing on second and long. Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
All right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
All right, let's go. Hey, Soko, Hunt.
Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and 19. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
That's good for a Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
on red.
Now Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
The Jaguars, first down.
Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, tomato. Here we go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull him down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, son. Hot.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, go. Soka, hot.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 2.
Piece of 24. Hey, Soko, hot.
Lawrence will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
On the quick, right?
And trouble trying to middle here. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Stroud working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a first carry for their fullback. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Stroud out of the gun here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run.
Field and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, run! Turn! They say it's hot! It's hot!
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got him in. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Fred,
Allen. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
hey, easy, Ralph! Soka, say hi! Silver!
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Flush to his right. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's good.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He drops this off to Ogunbowale.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
All right.
Stroud looking to throw. Another one caught by Collins. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Third and goal, Stroud. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Devon Hamilton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
All right.
Chubb is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Chubb again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking to put a drive together. Shows yet sweep it instead, and right up the middle here. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Red on red. Hey, tomato. Done.
On play action, Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Soko. So hot.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
The Texans offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. Stroud to throw it.
Touchdown, Texans!
Dalton Schultz with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Hey, go. Hey, Soko, so hot.
Now Lawrence.
And he fires one incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence will throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds.
Lawrence hit, and the ball is free.
And the Texans say they have it. They do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a whistle to show him this is where that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball is gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come in and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
19-18. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.